Hello, dear Aries. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience. This is your June 1st to the 15th of 2019 General and Love Divine Spread. Thank you so much for all that you do for my channel. You are the second last sign that I'm doing for the first part of June. We've just had a new moon in Gemini, and Gemini is all about information, about communication. Now, Mercury has just moved out of Gemini. Mercury actually rules Gemini. So there have been conversations, a lot of information coming through for a lot of you. Mercury has now moved into the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the sign of the first eclipse that will be taking place on July 2nd. And that will be a partial solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. So a lot will be happening in the month of July in Cancer. That's where the North Node is as well. North Node is all about our fate and what we're moving into as a collective at this time. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on for you, dear Aries. Just letting you know that the new moon is happening in your third house, which is the house of Gemini. So anything to do with writing, publishing, communication, logistics, working within a small group of people, anything to do with education as well. That's what is beginning. New moons bring new beginnings. Therefore, completions and the full moon will be happening in your 9th house, the 9th house of Sag. And the 9th house is all about spirituality, truth, as well as foreign exchange, foreign people, distant places, the world at large, and your beliefs. So something is culminating in that area. Dear Aries, let's take your divine card, which is the karma or dharma position, right? So Aries, 1st to the 15th of June, we have your card. This is beautiful. So this is the energy of Aries. There is a brand new cycle that you're stepping into. You're willing to take a risk. You're willing to go on a brand new journey. As I said, some of you may even be traveling to a distant place. There are beginnings with the Fool. Now, the Fool travels lightly. You're leaving behind whatever burdens you have been dealing with. Obviously, you and a lot of you have already completed this cycle. Others of you will be taking on this energy roughly in the time frame that I have mentioned. So beautiful energy. The Fool is an amazing light energy, and it's also, you know, an energy of wanting to take a risk and just going for it, not thinking too much but acting. Okay, it's a fiery energy. Let's take your cards, dear Aries, your divine spread. I want to cut them one more time. I just feel that I need to. Okay, at the foundation for Aries, we have the 7 of Pentacles. In the hidden position, Page of Pentacles. So that's a fair bit of earth here. In the recent past position, we've got the King of Wands. In the now position, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's Jupiter. The Wheel of Fortune is a number 10. It's all about being fortunate, being lucky, changes coming through. Let's look at your crowning position. We've got the 4 of Wands. In the action and advice position, 5 of Swords. And the outcome, dear Aries, is the World card. Wow. There was another sign, I just can't remember who it was. It was showing a quick, I think there was the World card here, and they had the card of Aries, the card of the Fool at the outcome position. Or it might have even been like this, I'm not quite sure. It's one of the first videos that I uploaded. So let's look at what's happening in your divine position. So planetarily, how Aries is being affected at this time. And we've got the King of Swords. The Aries, you've got two kings. So we've got an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And we also have the King of Wands, which is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Sagittarius is quite strong here, so is Aries. And for some of you, the King of Wands is your energy. So for some of you, you're dealing with two different people. Others of you, we're just looking at the King of Swords. So let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow, Aries, this is beautiful. I'm loving this so much for you. It's always a blessing, I believe, when we have the same message twice. Just let me take another look, because there's another yellow card. Knight of Pentacles is beneath that. So Knight of Pentacles could be Earth. We've got a fair bit of Pentacles here. So we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies here as well. I'd like to take a Black Moon Astrology card for you. Now for Aries, beginning to mid-June. Aries. And we have the 8th house, endings and beginnings. It's obvious. Endings and beginnings. This is obviously the energy of Scorpio. So this could be sun, moon, or rising. Could be your energy. For others of you, this could be the energy that's just going around you. You're obviously with the Fool and the World card. There are endings and new beginnings. Now the house of Scorpio, which is this energy here, is all about death, transformation, and change. So whatever you're letting go of is going to make space for something new to come in. The house of Scorpio is also the house of intimacy. It also is in relation to your partner's money coming from external sources. And the house of Scorpio is also a very mystical and deep, very hidden energy. So this is what we are probably looking into. We're looking at things that have been hidden. So let's take a romance angel as well. Aries. Aries in love. What's happening in your love lives at this time? And I'm going to take either one or three cards. Let's see what this is. And we've got you deserve love. You are lovable. And I think that that's okay. That's a wonderful message. As you can see, the bow and arrow is being, I would say, it's either you're aiming at someone. The energy of Cupid is here. Someone's going to be love struck. And this is either you doing this or someone is doing it to you. So it can go either way. You deserve love. So that means that you've given love. It's time for you to receive it. All right, dear Aries. So here at the bottom of your reading, and this is the root issue, but I also like to look at the table as a horoscope. It's the chart. So in this area, we're looking at home, family, stability. Therefore, the 7 of Pentacles is not much going on around your stability. You're at a juncture, at a point of having put in work, invested time, energy, blood, sweat, and tears, and now you're at a standstill, looking to see if this is the right place to invest more. Invest more money, invest more of your time, invest more of your energy. Sevens are always the divine for me. So there is, you know, a silver lining in taking a moment, taking a breather. I think that at some point you've already gone through this, for most of you. That's why I believe that the Karma Dharma position with the Fool is here. You've already had a look. You're ready to take that leap of faith. We do say that the Fool is, it can be foolish energy where you're jumping into something without having looked into it. But I don't feel that that's happened with you. I do feel that you've carefully looked at a situation. Now, this could even be someone else, someone that has to do with your stability, your family, and this could even be anything to do around family matters, whether this is a committed relationship or whether this is extended family or whether this is even business, because our foundation can stem from home into work or from work into home. That's how it goes. So you're looking at your money, you're looking at your pentacles. Now, if you're dealing with someone who's got strong earth, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, then they're looking at the situation. They're looking at something to do around stabilizing, and what part do you play in this equation. Now, crowning your reading and in the area of career status and authorities, you know, the 10th, 11th, 9th, 10th and 11th house, we've got the Four of Wands. And this is what's on your mind. This is what you want. You want your stability. You want to have a celebration. Some of you are hoping, and this is what's on your mind, you want to settle down. You want to change your status. You want to become from dating. You want to go from dating to something serious, a serious relationship. Some of you are hoping, you could even be working very, very hard to stabilize your life, to purchase a home through business. Others of you, you're wanting to put down those foundations in your career, at work. Now, having the Wheel of Fortune right next to that, and it's on the right, which would be in the future. This is what the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you. So the wheel is turning in your favor, and it's happening now for you. Most of you now, around this time. Now, we're not all born on the same day, same hour. Therefore, we're all going through this at different stages. But generally speaking, this is a 10, so it's a completion. Jupiter wants to expand and grow and bring luck. It's all about benevolence. So the wheel turning has got the potential to bring you some sort of stability. Now, I see here in the advice and action to take, whatever competitive energy you're dealing with, you've got the upper hand, you've got the perception, you've got the logic to beat whoever you're up against, whatever you're up against. Some of you may even be arguing with yourself, trying to find the right essence, the right qualities, the correct moves. Because, you know, swords can be always about communication as well. So doesn't really matter whether this is all up in your head or whether you've got external competition. Fives always bring in change, so the next card we take on that will be interesting. And you're really serious about this. You're looking straight at those Four of Wands. Now, some of you could be doing business in anything to do with a foreign place, distant. You may be dealing with distant companies, foreign people. You may be wanting to settle down at a foreign place, somewhere that's far away from home. This could even be a second place that you call home, and you're just going for it. You really are. Now, that's going to be very interesting to see what this card is. Now, the thing is that this card would be, because if we're looking at the wheel, the King of Wands would be sitting in the Pisces Aries energy. So yes, this could be someone else in your life. I said it's a fire sign. Sagittarius is here. Aries is here so far. And especially the fact that he's sitting on the Aries position, this is more than likely you. Doesn't mean it's not another fire sign. It could be any sign. Any sign that is showing up as more passionate and more creative at this time. And this is someone who is leading the pack. This is someone who's got leadership qualities. So there is some sort of ending, and therefore the new beginning is happening. Now, that's what I wanted to get to, is that this position here with the world would be in your daily routine, your work life, as well as your partnerships. So there is something successful coming through in a way that feels like a completion. So a successful resolution, completion to something that was quite rigid and quite tough to get through. Now, as I always look at this card, we've got Aphrodite, and she's going to be birthed, and that is not easy. So all children going through that birth canal will suffer emotionally, physically. If they could talk, they would say, oh my God, that was really difficult. But we know that no birth can be easy. Therefore, it hasn't been easy for you, and it's not easy. But you're willing to take that risk. Now, in the hidden position here, with the Page of Pentacles, this is what you don't know is coming. So there's a message of something that's holding quite strong promise. This is physical and tangible. This can be monetary. This could be a message of monetary gains, or the potential to grow something that's going to be quite fruitful for you. So the message could be coming through from someone who's got strong earth. Okay, now pages are all about, the message comes in and therefore the page is turned. So they're all about changes, obviously. Now, I was mentioning before about this position here. So if this is the 6th, 7th house, then we're talking about 8th house roughly here. So this is where the death and transformation is happening. So here with the Page of Pentacles, we're looking at the 2nd towards the 3rd house. And therefore we've got something that is going to be of value is coming in for you. A message that you're going to value, something that is going to bring you more comforts as well. And if this is something that you're growing, it will give you more self-worth. Now, in the divine position, we've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This is someone who is quite intellectual, very intelligent, but emotions are being withheld. Not that he doesn't feel. He's obviously been through some sort of a challenge. Maybe there has been some sort of words, arguments with this King of Swords and yourself in the past. Could even be 6 weeks ago. We've got the 5 of Swords, and the sword is holding that 6. 6 of Swords. Now, could it be that there is a letting go of the past and the pain? He could be talking about the truth. He does speak his truth. Now, he's in the divine position, so he's got a lot to do with, as I said, what is going on planetarily for you. The King of Swords is communication. Now, because the 6 of Swords usually shows someone that's moving over water, could this be the person that is if we look diagonally, they're at a distant place. Could it be someone that there's been strong competition with, or even arguments? Now, if we're looking at two different people, we've got an air sign and a fire sign. Now, the fire sign is looking towards the past. So there is something to do with the past with this King of Wands. And you're both looking at the same, let's say this is your energy. You're both looking at the same position. You're looking towards the past. So the past could be your childhood. It could even be from a past lifetime. So let's have a look at some more cards. As I always say with a full card here, the general energy is new beginnings. Dear Aries, this is beautiful. Let's put that card down and get you some more cards, more clarity. Now, it's funny that the 8th house endings and new beginnings is a 32, which adds up to a 5. So what I'm going to do is I'd actually like to take one more card for you, dear Aries. One more card. So that's scorpionic energy. And what else do we have? We've got Aquarius, and I know. Wow, we've got another 5. 2 5s, and this is a 23 though, which is a number 11 on the hour clock. So Aquarius is the genius. It's the I know. For some of you, the King of Swords could have strong Aquarius. Now, Aquarius for you is your 11th house. 11th house is wishes and dreams. It's also the money house after career. Maybe through some knowledge, something ingenious that you do, because Aquarius is actually ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is in the 2nd house of Taurus, so that's your money house as well, or your values. So another 5, 2 5s equal 10, but it is a number 11 also, which speaks of karma. So I know what that means for me is that you already know. You can see your path forward. You know what transformation you're going through. You know what's going to happen with all the things that I've just mentioned. You need to trust in that intuition, I feel. Let's take more cards. So I'm going to put them out face down and take them when I'm ready. So let's look at the 7 of Pentacles as well. The Page of Pentacles in the hidden position. The King of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The 4 of Wands. The 5 of Swords. The World card. And the King of Swords in the divine position, and one more card, and that will be for the full card as the general energy. So let's go. Let's start over here. So we've got the Star card. Again, this is Aquarian energy. So the 11th house is wishes and dreams, but it's also the house of groups and associations, friends. So it looks as though healing and hope could be coming through friends, or even associating with people through social media. This could mean communication or via the internet, via social media. And the Star is also a wish come true. You're actually jumping into the Star energy. So let's take another card, and we've got the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups is water, so we've got Scorpio, Cancer, Piscean energy here. I would say more than likely, because we've got the 8th house, the Queen of Cups is Scorpionic energy. So more than likely, and I believe that for even if we look at this as a card of energy, then as I was saying, you need to trust your intuition. This is the intuitive queen. Now she looks into her cup and she can see. It's like a crystal ball. That's how I see this card. So some of you may have just very strong intuition. Now, as an energy, this is a very emotional time for you. I will come back to that in a minute. Let's see the rest of the cards. So the general energy with a Fool, we've got the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, here's another 5. The Five of Cups is not actually believing in that anything, that you're worthy of anything. Those 3 cups are a time of, the celebration has gone sour. So at some point there were celebrations, and some of you are still focused on that. But what you don't see is that there is a partnership, a relationship, even if this is business. Taking a risk, the Fool is going straight into those 2 cups. And look at all the light on top of it. So you're letting bygones be bygones. And I feel that for those of you that have had arguments or bad blood between you and this King of Swords, I think that you're letting that go. You are letting that go. They are letting that go. So that's healthy, very healthy. Let's begin at the foundation. So we've got the 7 and the 5 of Pentacles. Now the 5 of Pentacles is, they're moving straight into this King of Swords. So we've got the 12 of Pentacles, 12, which do break down to a 3 of Pentacles. Some of you may have felt as though that the love wasn't there, that there wasn't enough emotional support, there wasn't financial support, and therefore you felt left out. And this, I believe that whatever you've been feeling, there's a mirroring effect image. So your partner is also feeling the same way. Therefore, this energy and the 7 of Pentacles could be the same feelings, the same emotions, and the same spiritual tests that you're both going through. Because this card here, the 5 of Pentacles, and it is another 5. The 5 of Pentacles always has that church in the background. Remember that I said that there's some sort of a culmination, which is a maturing energy in your house of Sagittarius, your 9th house. Therefore, your beliefs could be changing. And I'm going to take another card because we've got a 5 here. I'm actually going to take it straight away. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So now we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a business owner. This is someone who's very stable, someone who's very focused on their career, on their money, on their values. Again, this could be Taurian energy. Taurus is all about values, comforts. And why I'm mentioning Taurus is that the 2nd house here is the house of Taurus. Here we move into Gemini, Cancerian energy. But the Queen of Pentacles is the mother of earth, and she's sitting in the position of the mother. So could this be another earth sign that's very mothering towards you, very helpful towards you, someone that is very dependable for you? Let's take the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Wands. So this is movement. This is very Sagittarian, quick energy, quick travel. Maybe there is travel involved in anything to do with career. You're actually, and I feel that this is your energy for most of you, you're actually traveling for business, traveling to, this could even be a meeting where there's creativity, passion, career is concerned, and money. So yes, the message could be saying that you need to travel, or that someone is traveling for a meeting to take place in relation to the matters that I just mentioned. Now, this is, again, in the area that you don't know about. This Knight of Wands is someone who travels a lot for their vocation, their work, whatever they do. Let's look at that King of Wands. And we've got the Emperor. The Emperor is Aries, Taurus energy. Now, this is very Saturnian energy. The Emperor is someone who sits very strong, very stable. The Emperor is someone that does not show their emotions because they need to hold things together. They've got a lot of responsibilities. Now, this could be someone, and I feel that for some of you, of course, this is the same person because the Emperor is called a fire sign. Could it be just an energy that says that this King of Wands, whoever this is, whether this is you or another fire sign, could it be that they're trying to climb the ladder to sit on this throne? Could it be that that's what this King of Wands vision is? Or could it be that this king is actually the Emperor as well? So therefore, they are the founder of some big empire, whether this is business, whether this is family. Now, the Emperor can be someone who's been through their Saturnian lessons already. Therefore, this could be someone that's a bit younger, but they've been through the lessons. Therefore, he's got that grey beard. He could be a father. He can have children. The Emperor could also be a father figure that the King of Wands looks up to, or this could actually be the boss, and this is someone who is the manager, let's say. So the vice president of some corporation. There are many messages that come through that area there. Now, it's funny again, we've got Aries, Taurus in the position of, you know, where the horoscope is Aries, Pisces, Taurus. They're all connected, these areas. So let's look at what's on top of the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is an offer coming through. An offer that's going to make you very, very happy. Now, the Knight of Cups is looking straight at that Wheel of Fortune, as you can see here. So there is an offer again for travel, an offer for movement, an offer for an expansion, some luck, some lucky offer is coming through. Now, this is someone who, the Knight of Cups, he can be very romantic. He can also be very emotional. It's a very slow-moving offer, so it's going to take a little bit of time. This is someone, obviously, who, and what just stood out to me is his helmet and the wings, which does remind me of Hermes. Hermes is the messenger. So the messenger of the gods is bringing you that cup, that Ace of Cups, which is going to make you very happy. Now, this is probably coming through social media because of Hermes and the logic, the communication, the message that comes through social media. Now, again, this is in the area of the 11th house, roughly. So therefore, something to do again through social media, friendships and associations. And I do feel that if this is business, then because this is the house of Uranus, Uranus is something that happens unexpectedly, but also Uranus is the eccentric. So this offer is going to be something different, something that you do not expect. It's going to be an ingenious offer, a very intelligent offer, or the offer may come in a very ingenious way, in a very intelligent way, the way it's brought forth. So that'll be interesting. You'll have to write and let me know. Let's look at your, wow, your midheaven. You've got the Six of Wands. This is sure success and recognition. This is a number 6. This is amazing. 6 and the 10 and the 4 equal 10. There is some sort of completion. As I said, recognition of what you've worked hard for, recognition or success in building that foundation, getting to a point of celebrating. Look at the wreath that's on that wand. You know, this is sure success here. This is amazing. I love this. Let's look at the position of the 8th house. What do we have? Okay. 8th house. For those of you that are in a relationship, in an intimate relationship, please be careful. Pregnancy is on the cards. We've also got the World card, which reminds me of a newborn. Therefore, the Empress, that's amazing. I love this. Absolutely love this. You've got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Mother of Earth, Major Arcana, Minor Arcana. So the Empress, again, is a motherly energy. She, as an energy, would be expansion, growth, success. She's ruled by Venus. So whatever is happening with Venus in your 2nd house, and I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't happen as Venus leaves your 2nd house. Venus at this point is at 25 degrees and 27 minutes. So it's not going to be long before she moves into Gemini. I'm actually going to, I'm looking, oh wow, in 4 days. That's interesting. So this will not be obvious for all of you, but I wouldn't be surprised that, so today's, let's say, the 4th, 5th, and around about the 10th of the month, expect good news. Expect something of value to come through for you. This is amazing energy. So I did say that I was going to take another card on that 5 of Swords. Whatever you've put that hard work in, whatever you've manipulated in an intelligent way, not in a nasty way, the intelligence that you've put into a situation is giving you expansion and growth. Now, she's 3 months pregnant in a matter of 6 months, which is going to be around Christmas. Looks like Santa is going to be coming in carrying those gifts for you, and they're going to be quite a few gifts. So looking forward to that, dear Aries. That's beautiful to see. Let's look at the World card, and we've got, wow, the 3 of Swords, right smack bang in between the 5 of Swords, the King of Swords, and we've got more swords here. So we've got 5 and 3 is 8, 9 of Swords. So that holds a lot of worry. So a lot of you are worrying about a completion of a cycle. You're wondering whether you'll be able to successfully get there. But the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Swords is, swords are all about intellect and perception. Now, the completion for you, some of you, that closing of a chapter, ending a chapter, could be difficult for you. But also with the 5 of Swords, and we do have 3 people there, I wouldn't be surprised if Aries didn't step on a few toes at this point. I don't feel that this is your heartbreak. I feel that for some of you, that door that you're closing is going to bring them the heartbreak. I really want to see what this King of Swords is showing. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Now, if we look at these 3 cards, there's 5 swords again. 5 swords. So the arguments, and this is someone that you were not on the same page with, but the truth is coming out. The truth about the heartbreak, the completion. For some of you, this is the ending of a karmic cycle. If this is your partner, then you are showing up as the Queen of Swords here, and you've got your back turned to this King of Swords who's looking forward. He's not looking towards you. Therefore, that means that he's concentrating probably on other matters such as business at this time. But you're looking towards the future. He's stuck in the now. So I'm going to take another card. For most of you, I would say that this is not a completion with this King of Swords, because the King of Swords is in the divine position. I don't think that this is the end. This is the end and the successful completion of heartbreak. I'm going to take another card. Obviously, it's very important. What's this Three of Swords? And we've got the Hermit, which is the number 9. And the Hermit is Virgo, again, looking at the details, working in seclusion, receiving that light, spiritually having grown. There's a energy of working alone, working quietly, spiritually aligning with the divine, spiritually speaking and aligning your chakras, getting in line with what's coming from above. I do believe that there are messages coming through. Whatever this Hermit is speaking of in this reading, and it's got a lot to do with Virgo, looking at those details. So doing your homework in many ways, trying to heal from this heartbreak. I do believe, because he's a 9 and you do have the 10, I'm going to take another card. We've got a lot of energies of Virgo here. Virgo, which is in the area of the 6th house of Virgo. Let's take another card. And we've got that Knight of Pentacles that showed up before. This is, obviously, we're going from the Page of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a progression. The Knight of Pentacles, for me, many times can speak of Virgo energy again. So this is around work. This is around relationships, looking at those details, standing and waiting. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who doesn't really move. Maybe there's too much going on behind the scenes, still waiting for that information, still going, trying to close up that cycle, complete that cycle, maybe even healing, spiritual healing. Now for business, there is certain success here with the Knight of Pentacles. He does not move forward unless he is certain, but he's also sitting on the Empress. The Empress is all about monetary gains and abundance. I'm going to take another card, obviously. Now, it's usually the energy of Virgo, but it can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies. Let's take another card. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So all about work. All about work. Putting in the hard work. What these two cards are saying to me is that more focus needs to go on the spiritual side of things than the tangible, physical side of things. Now, someone is working very hard. Someone is trying to work, and I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't your energy, dear Aries. Putting in that hard work, you want certain success, and therefore that's why you're doing your homework. So you're at the Nine of Pentacles, one pentacle away from the 10. A lot of you are focused very strongly on your career in the around mid-month, but you're also wanting, you're missing that Ace of Pentacles, which is going to give you certain success in stability, your family. You're building on your foundation. You're building on your heritage, your future financially. I'm going to take another card on this King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And we've got the Page of Wands, which is the minor arcana of the Fool. So yes, a message is coming through. You're willing to take a risk. Now, the Page of Wands is someone who wants to go on an adventure. Very different energies than the Swords. So I feel that this message is going to jumpstart communications and also a wild adventure. A wild adventure. I'd like to take a few Sibillas. Now, Now, this adventure that you're starting on, whatever you are ready to move into, is going to, I think that you're going to be very, very happy about it. With the Queen of Cups here, I feel that you're trusting your intuition in jump-starting whatever you are starting. Let's take it through 3 Sibillas on top of the Star and the Queen of Cups. We've got the Il Nemico, which is the transformation. So this is the negative energy or even the karmic cycle that is changing, because it's right on top of the Fool, which is that cycle having ended before you start something new. So we know that the Il Nemico, this is the transformation, that shedding of the old weight. Here we've got Donna di Servizio, which is harmonious energy. This is helpful energy. And again, this speaks of Virgo energy. And we've got the Donna Maritata, the mother with the children. This is again the Empress energies, sitting right on top of the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups can be Piscean energy. And why do I say that? Because she's very intuitive, very, very intuitive. One card just opened up. I did not say where I would put it, so I'm going to put it here. We've got, this is like the 10 of Pentacles. The ladro is the thief that comes in to a family situation. The thief could be someone that's taken away, taken some glory away from you, taken away something from a family situation. Even, let's see him as a negative energy, then this is a negative connotation to a fulfillment of a stable family and anything to do with monetary losses as well. It is the 10 of Pentacles though, but there is something missing from that. So what I'd like to look at now is the Emperor, the King of Wands. We have the Speranza, which is hope or fear. We've got Alegria, merriment and happiness. And we've also got the Sospiri. The Sospiri is it's like the 6 of Swords. Now this King of Wands, if this is your energy, you're obviously moving from trouble to calmer waters. There are celebrations. You're going out. You're celebrating some situation with the Alegria here. And that's the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is a card that you've stood up and you've protected everything that you've built. And now it's a time of celebration and hope. So whatever you've left behind with the 8 of Cups, whatever you're looking for, whichever partnership you're moving into, business or relationship, love, there's going to be some sort of a celebration. But you know, there is some energy of the 3 people here. So maybe that was a fear that there was one too many here with the Sospiri, which does remind me of the 3 of Wands. Again, she's looking across the seas. It's like waiting for those ships. So you've put in that work. You're waiting for the return. And this is also you waiting on good times. Now, the King of Wands, as I said, if this is your energy, you're traveling over water. If this is someone else, the King of Wands is a partner of yours, then obviously they're at a distance and there is a chance that they could be traveling. So I'd like to look now at the position of the King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. So with the Sun in Gemini, it's a good time to communicate, obviously. And what's happening in the position of the Divine, this is a reunion. We've got Dispiacere, which is the Ace of Swords. Now, usually I do see this card as, you know, maybe cutting someone out. But I'm going to see what that third card is, because many times I do say that these can be tears of joy after the reunion. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is messages, love messages, also travel. And the Ace of Swords can also be a successful new beginning as well. So let's take another card. And this is Uranian energy. This is coming in unexpectedly. So you don't expect this money to come through. You don't expect this luck to come through. This is the Six of Wands, and you've also got it up here. So again, if this is business, the meeting that will happen, that will be happening, and that could even be in, for some of you, it will be in 8 weeks. For others of you, look out for 8 days. So, or maybe even on the 8th. And the 8th is like 3 days away. So let's wait and see. What I'd like to look at now is the outcome, because we've got the World card, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. So we've got Lamante, another 11. This is the positive karmic, I should say Dharma card. Here with the Ilnamiko, he's the 11 of Swords. So he's the bad karma, which is transforming. Here we've got the good karma. So the 11 of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups that's up here as well. We've got Giovanna Fanciulla, and she is the newness. She's the pure energy. She is the Virgin, and she's practically on the house of Virgo, which is the house of work, and looking at the finer details as well as partnership. So she's a 12, so it speaks of some sort of sacrifice, some sort of time, but it's also very Neptunian, and Neptune is in Pisces, asking for sacrifice, but it's also the divine love. Another card, and we've got the Amica. So this is beautiful. This is Libra. This is harmony. This is partnership, relationship, your confidant, your best friend. This is amazing. Amazing. And this is like the Four of Wands. You actually get to put those roots down right here, right around the end of the reading. So the end of the reading can even work out to be, it could even be mid-month of July, and I'm not going to lie to you, dear Aries. Why? Because timing is very difficult to work out. If we look at the 12 and the 4 here of the clubs, then it's 16. It adds up to 16, which breaks down to a 7 weeks. So it would be roughly around mid-month of July. And I'm going to say July for some of you because that's on the second full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn. Yeah. And that's a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn is Saturnian ruled. And once the work has been put in, we've got the card of work here. You've done the work. It's time for you to reap the rewards. Your readings are amazing. So you deserve love. It's coming in for you. I do wish you well. Thank you again for taking the time out. And, of course, for your patience. Here we've got the reunion card. So we're talking about someone from the past or from a past lifetime. So it's obviously divinely orchestrated, this meeting that's going to happen. All right, my darlings. Thank you again so much. Many blessings to all of you. Talk to you mid-month. See you soon.